Hello, my name is Jillian and thank you so much for purchasing your starter kit. This video is going to be your go-to resource for everything that you can do with your starter kit. Do not leave it in a cabinet and never touch it again because there's so much that you can do with it. We're gonna go through that today. If you only have like 10 minutes of time, there's also a quick start video. So this one's gonna be a little bit longer, about 30 minutes, just to give you everything that you can do with it so you have all the information. Again, quick start video would also be on the Facebook page. Just search videos and you'll see it, and it'll give you some quick pointers on how to do it. So to get started, again, do not leave your starter kit in the box. When you get it, you're gonna get all kinds of goodies, right? You're gonna get what is really a catalog, but it is actually a product description for everything that they offer. It's just fun to look through. You're also gonna get your box, which comes in a beautiful packaging. When you get it, you take this part off, take your box, and it's kind of hard to figure out, but you'll see a little tab. You open it on up, and you've got all your stuff. But here's what I didn't know when I bought my starter kit. I looked at the oils, it was overwhelming, I didn't know what to do with them. And I also didn't realize you pull this out, and voila, there's more. So we're gonna go through everything that you can do. We're gonna start with some of the goodies that are underneath. So when you get this, first thing that you wanna do is open up to the bottom. This is your thieves cleaner. This stuff is amazing. If you signed up with me, you actually got a free bottle in your starter kit. If you didn't, let me know and I'll bring you one. You can put your sample in here, fill it with water, and try out the cleaning products. So this is a safe and effective way to disinfect everything in your house without any chemicals. That is the first thing to do. Also, this is Ningxia Red. This is your life juice. And if you're following me on Instagram, you probably know we're doing a Ningxia Red Facebook challenge right now for 30 days. Try it out. But you do get samples so you can see if you even like it. Pop these in the fridge. I think they're much better chilled. But you can also put them in LaCroix, which is my favorite. You could technically put them with vodka or any kind of favorite drink. You take 1 to 2 ounces of this a day. Our family takes 1 ounce just because we're trying to maximize our resources. But these are 2 ounce packets. You can try it out. They're great things to order with a monthly shipment. Okay, next thing in your starter kit is Stress Away. So Stress Away is your go-to for any kind of anxiety that you're feeling, feelings of being overwhelmed, anything like that. The smell, I think, takes a little getting used to. If you don't like the smell, put it on the bottoms of your feet, put your shoes or socks back on, and you're good to go. Also comes with a roller ball, and these, I actually buy them separately because I think that they're so fabulous to put on any kind of oil that you don't like the smell of. You don't want to touch it, but there's a roller ball. You pop it on top of your bottle, put the new cap on top, and you've got a roller ball. You also get some little sample packets. So this is if you want to share a sample of an oil with a friend, or you want to take some in your car or anything like that. You want to send a little one to school with your kids. People might wonder what it is, but it's just a little way of doing that. And then you've got back here some sample oils. So inside this packet, you're going to get peppermint, lemon, a bunch of different things that you can try out and take with you on the go. So it's great for airplane rides and things like that. So that is the bottom of the starter kit. Again, very simple. Ooh. You also get a bunch of paperwork. Feel free to read through that. It's got some great information. But if you're trying to just get started, just start with that stuff and you'll be good. So again, the Ningxia Red, you definitely, after you get it out of the refrigerator and after it's chilled, go ahead and try that out. It's a little tart, but it has unbelievable amounts of antioxidants. You can check out my Instagram post for information on how much it has in it, but it's like the equivalent of the antioxidants in 300 blueberries, 4 carrots, all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. Okay, the other thing that you got in your starter kit, you'll see mine right behind me, is your diffuser, most of you. That's mostly what people pick. If you have picked out your starter kit, I probably recommended for you to get this one. This is the Desert Mist Diffuser. It's fabulous. It will do very large rooms, and it's amazing. There's also a dewdrop diffuser, and that's the one that I originally got when I got my starter kit. It's also amazing. I just like this one better for the same price. Tomorrow, I'm actually ordering the Mambo Jambo diffuser because I think it's even better. But these are amazing. You take your diffuser, when you get it out of the box, you're basically gonna take some of your oil, and I suggest either lemon or lavender, or mixing them together, or citrus fresh of your oils. Put a couple drops in it. Depends upon how large your room is. Typically I go from 6 to 10. If I really wanna, we have a very large kitchen, living room, open concept in the main area of our house. So I basically put in about 10 drops and it gets the entire room. But you can go ahead, you put those drops in the bottom, and then you can actually use the inside of the diffuser to fill it up with water, and then you just press start, and it's amazing. Your house will smell great. Anybody that comes over will be thrilled. Right now, I have diffusing frankincense, which is, I'll explain it later, but it is a go-to oil for, again, just calming everything down. It is our jack of all trades oil that can reduce wrinkles, all kinds of stuff. But I put it in my diffuser because I like the way it smells, calms our family down. I also put in a little bit of black spruce pine and thieves because we have had a lot of guests over the last couple weeks, over the holidays, and we've had a lot of sick kids here. So thieves is the go-to diffuser blend for keeping germs out of your house and naturally disinfecting the air. Not spraying a bunch of Febreze or Lysol that is filled with chemicals that, if you do your research on it, before the 1970s, everything got grandfathered in, so they put in all of these chemicals that you really don't want in your house, much less to be breathing in. Okay, so that's that. So there are a couple different ways that, again, you can use your oils, and we're gonna get to all the ones in your starter pack, but you can diffuse them, you can use them topically, and you can use them internally. Internally is probably the scariest for most people, so we'll go through some of that. If you use it topically, you can either put it right on you, or you can use what's called a carrier oil. And I know this is just really weird to think about, but if you think about it, if you have coconut oil in your house, take coconut oil, put it in the palm of your hand, put a couple drops, rub it around, and do whatever it is you're gonna do with it. It actually takes the length of effectiveness and multiplies it out. If you put it right on your skin, it doesn't last quite as long, but you still get the same effects. Okay, so when you look at your oils, you're gonna see that there are two different colors of labels. There's the white labels and the colored labels. The FDA requires that you say on a bottle whether something is to be used internally or externally. So what Young Living did was they made the colored bottles are for one use, and the white labels are for a different use. However, you will see when you search in your member kit, when you go online to your account, that these same oils are offered for internal and external use. It's the same oil, but it has to be labeled differently. So if you see a label and it says internal use, you can also use that externally, topically, or whatever you want to do. It's just they have to label them differently. Okay, so carrier oils, awesome stuff. Coconut oil is probably the most common one that people use. Young Living also sells an oil that you can use that's also wonderful. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is Panaway. So Panaway is your blue label, and this is for muscle aches and pains. It's great with a carrier oil because some people say it's a little bit strong. You can think of kind of like Icy Hot, and we're not supposed to mention brand names, but something like that you put on you, and it takes away your muscle pain, calms down those cells. It's amazing. Okay, so that's Panaway. You can go ahead and start using that. It's also good with a roller ball. So also for safety, any kind of citrus oil you don't want to use and then go sunbathe outside. So you can think of citrus oils kind of like when I was growing up and people used to put baby oil and iodine and put it all over them and go tan. It's bad, right? Now we know that. Citrus oils too, you don't want to put it all over your body and then go outside in the sun because it's a little bit acidic and could sunburn you. Also, you don't want to put anything in your ear canal or in your eyes. Okay, so those are the two big safety rules. And then again, the Vitality are labeled for internal use, but you can also use them externally. And then there's going to be, like this one's Digest. This one is labeled for internal use. They also have the same oil that's labeled for external use. Okay, so that's the safety stuff. So Raven is the one next to Panaway. And it's also in your starter kit, and it's new. So when I got my starter kit, there was an oil called RC, and I've used it a ton, but Raven is even better. And it is for congestion. So you can think about when you get tired or you get a sinus infection and you're feeling all of that stuff in your sinuses and your chest, you put this stuff on and it's amazing. It'll clear you up. Give it a little while to take in. Again, that one's great with a carrier oil, or go ahead and just put it right on you. I'm too lazy most of the time to grab a carrier oil, so I'll actually take the bottles even without a roller ball and just kind of put them around. My husband and daughter have colds right now, and that's what they've been using to kind of clear themselves out and be able to breathe better. So also, if you're somebody that's prone to getting very overwhelmed and you have trouble breathing from that and it's kind of tight in your chest, you can use it for that, and it helps open you up. So that one again is great. Okay, easiest to diffuse oil, Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh is amazing. Grapefruit, lemon, orange, tangerine, mandarin, and spearmint. So it's right there in the middle of your box. We use that a lot. It's so refreshing, and it gives you the benefits of being outside in that summer air, especially in the winter months where you're not outside as much, and you're definitely not getting the benefits of all of the plants and the vitamins that they put off. So great one. You can rub it on your feet in the morning for a quick pick-me-up. Very refreshing. Great to diffuse with lavender and peppermint too. But again, probably the easiest way for you to get started with oils is to start diffusing something. See what you like. Okay. A lot of people too, I actually went to a yoga class a couple weeks ago locally, and they actually had you put Citrus Fresh on your hands, rub it together, and breathe it in before you did your ending of the class. So that was wonderful. Okay, lavender, the purple, because it's lavender. This is the Swiss Army knife of oils. It's extremely strong, so when you smell it, you might say, well, this doesn't smell like lavender. This is really strong. That's because most of the lavender that you smell is synthetic lavender. This is the real deal. And if you go on the website, the lavender farms that they have that they harvest these from is amazing. It smells a little bit, you'll see it's stronger. Diffuse it. It's amazing. Great for when you have seasonal stuff that's going on. The first way that we got started with oils was my family moved to Georgia, and we had unbelievable seasonal allergies. And I can't really take allergy medicine because it kind of makes me feel a little crazy. So I had asked a friend, she said, try diffusing lavender, lemon, and peppermint. Our whole family had allergies. I was actually off a week from work the first year we lived here. We started diffusing that, and literally we have not had a problem since. The congestion all goes away. We feel great. We actually diffuse it next to our bed at night. So we're getting, the 8 hours of diffusing, and then we would diffuse it occasionally in the house, and that took care of us. So again, that is my go-to. That's what I used for years. And for the first 2 years I had oils, that's pretty much all I did. I didn't know how to do any of the rest of it. But if you're having issues with congestion and all of that kind of stuff, upper respiratory stuff, this would help you with that kind of wellness. So again, lavender, great for that type of stuff. Peppermint. So peppermint is right up here. It's very strong and refreshing. This is the go-to for if you're feeling pressure in your head. You can put it on your temples. It's great for that. I get migraines, so I'm actually getting, I'm hoping it arrives any day, our oil called M-Grain, and to try to alleviate some of the symptoms from that. So very refreshing. You can put it in water if something is upsetting your stomach. You can put it in water. You can put it in the drinks of your kids if they have upset stomachs, and it calms that down, promotes gastro system support, overall well-being. So, and they also say pep up with peppermint. It'll wake you up. It'll wake you up real quick. So if you're trying to get off caffeine or anything like that and you need a little pick-me-up, peppermint is great for that. Okay, lemon. Lemon is another one of my favorites. So when I actually found a new use for this week. So literally smells like the freshest lemons you've ever had. One use that I've been using it for is in the morning, I take a big glass of water, put 2 drops of lemon, stir it around. It's like having lemon water. You can have it anytime, but it's a natural detoxifier. So helps get everything out of your system, but not like taking, something an over-the-counter medication that's really going to do it in a different way. Also, one thing that I learned about lemon this week, because it's the holidays and we have a lot of new items in the house, is somebody mentioned, and it's absolutely true, if you have stickers that, you've tried to peel off stuff or tags and there's a bunch of adhesive on it, put a couple drops of lemon, let it sit for a minute, and it wipes right off. It's amazing. Copaiba is another one. This is amazing for joint support. You can put 2 drops of it in your Ningxia Red, which is amazing. Ningxia Red also does the same thing where it takes those tight joints and loosens them up. So if you have joint problems, 2 great things, Ningxia Red and Copaiba. You can also put it under your tongue for stress reduction. So you just put your tongue up, put a couple drops of Copaiba in, and you're good to go. Thieves, I think, is probably one of the most popular Young Living oils. This is the one that you want to use during the yuck months of winter when germs are everywhere, cold and flu season. It, again, naturally detoxifies the air. Smells a little bit like cinnamon and cloves. So some people love it. Most people love it. Some people say, oh gosh, I don't like the smell of that. But get it diffusing in your house. As you can see behind me, I had the Desert Mist diffuser, but that's great for big areas and it's an amazing diffuser. If I could have one in every room, I would. But for kids' bedrooms or smaller things, like my office at work is pretty small, so I have a smaller diffuser. Let me know if you want the name of that, but it's on Amazon. I think it's $16.99, and it's amazing for smaller areas, so you don't have to spend all the money on diffusers in every room of your house. Okay, so when your immune system needs a boost, you can take Thieves and put it under your tongue. If you need a quick boost, we also have some supplements that do the same thing with Thieves. Don't ever forget it while you're traveling. Put a drop on your tongue before you get on those airplanes, all the gross stuff. It's amazing. Another one of my favorites is Digest. Okay, so if you have stomach problems and you have gastrointestinal issues that you want to promote the well-being, cell rejuvenation, and you're getting stomach pains, this one is unbelievable. So whenever you get, let's say, for me, I have celiac disease. And one of the byproducts of celiac disease is a lot of intestinal discomfort. You take the Digest, it smells god-awful. It's awful smelling. But you put it right on your stomach, and it literally, in about 5 minutes, you all of a sudden feel better, and you think, oh my gosh, it was the Digest. We've had a lot of really good luck with Digest. They also make a kids version. If you didn't know, Young Living has a whole version of oils just for kids that are diluted a little bit more, but they're the same oil. And they have one called Tummy Jize. It smells better, but it's the same oil. I give these out to everybody with a roller ball on them. You can roll them right on your kids' tummies, and they're amazing. You can do the same thing with Digest. I just don't think it smells as good. But, for an adult, especially if you're in pain, try it out. I think it's amazing. So that's the next one to try. And we'll give you like a little cheat sheet for what you can do with all of these. Frankincense is also in here. And frankincense is probably my favorite oil. It's probably the one I use the most. It just calms everything down. My boss at work, I was diffusing it at work, and she walked by and she said, oh my gosh, it smells like a Catholic church. Because that's what they diffuse at Catholic, or they do the incense at Catholic churches. So it smells a little bit like that. You can put it in your moisturizer and rub it on your face, and it's amazing for wrinkle reduction, promoting skin growth or cell growth. It's amazing, unbelievable for stress. It's just very grounding. So those are the oils. A couple other things that I wanted to tell you about. So you may or may not have signed up when you got your starter kit for a monthly order. But if you're going to order more oils, I just wanted to give you some of the favorites because I think this is all very overwhelming. And like I said, it took me years to figure out what I was going to do with all these. Now I use a ton of oils, but I'm trying to kind of make it simple for people starting out. So if you get a monthly order, by the way, you get 10% of that money back in rewards credits. And once you hit your 3rd month in a row back, you get 20%. And I'm not talking to me, I'm talking to you. So you get that money back. They put it in a rewards points bucket, and then you can order additional products. So it's an amazing way to get a lot of oils for free. Also with your monthly order, you get free oils each month. So every month we'll put out the specials of what there is. But that's how I tried out a lot of new oils. Like last month they had clove and lemongrass, and now I love those. I would have never just bought them on my own, but I had a monthly order that qualified me for those items, and now I have them. I also got sacred frankincense. So frankincense that I showed you that's in your starter kit, they actually harvest it out of Dubai. It truly is seed to seal, best source. And then there's a version called sacred frankincense, which I got my first bottle of because I did my monthly order and hit a certain qualification limit. And it's a more expensive version made out of Oman, and it's even more amazing. It's a lot stronger, and I think works a lot better, but frankincense, like I said, is amazing. So some other products, that Thieves Cleaner, once you're out of that bottle, which does take a while to go through because you got a sample packet, this is the bottle of concentrate. So it looks really small, right? But you're only using a capful in a whole big, huge spray bottle. So I've had this one for like a year and I'm still not out of it. And that's what we clean our house with. Another favorite of mine is their toothpaste. As you can see, I actually need more. Once you start using their toothpaste and you stop using all the junk that's in regular toothpaste and all of the artificial flavors and stuff, you will literally never want to go back because this feels so fresh. Your mouth feels fresh and you're not getting into your system all of the bad chemicals. And believe me, I'm not one for saying that chemicals are all bad. There are some products that I am never going to stop using just because they are so effective for me. But these are some simple switch outs. This is the dishwashing detergent. It's a powder. You use a scoop of it instead of putting your Cascade or whatever it is in your dishwasher. It's amazing too. I had seen a video last year that a sponsor did on basically, if you think about, let's say you use one of those drying agents on your dishes. There are all of these chemicals in that. You're washing your dishes with them, so your dishes are clean, but they're literally coated with chemicals, and then you fill up your glass of water and you're drinking it. So I switched that out last year, and I think it's made a huge difference. We also use their dish soap, which is pretty inexpensive. We actually, for the same reason, use their laundry detergent. And this is super concentrated, so it looks like a pretty small bottle, but like I said, it's very concentrated, so you're not using very much in it. And that's basically how you can get started with your starter kit and a couple other items. Oils that I like that aren't in the starter kit, again, was Tummy Jize, which is the one that you roll on. It's the better smelling version of Digize. I like Pine because my husband really loves the smell of evergreen, and we used to burn a lot of candles, and we'll do a special on candles and the effects of putting that in there versus an oil. But they do have amazing pine scented oils that are all natural. Tea tree oil, if you or your kids have dry scalp, you take your shampoo, when you put it in your hand, put in a couple drops of tea tree oil and put that in instead of using the really harsh dandruff shampoos. It's so much better on your hair and literally is so effective. Lemon is the one that I buy. Again, I buy this kind of in bulk because I love it so much, and frankincense. So those are all my tips for using your starter kit. Each month we're gonna do some additional education so you can kind of get a little bit more each month because it's just so confusing. But just to recap, some quick things that you can do: get your diffuser out, either put citrus fresh in it, or lemon, or peppermint, or lavender, whatever you want. Get that puppy started and you will immediately see the benefits of it, and your family will walk in and say, oh my gosh, how does it smell so good in here? Put your Ningxia Red into the fridge and try it out. It's amazing, and they sell them in these little packets, but then also in big bottles. So our family buys the big bottles, and then each day we have a little Dixie cup dispenser. We put an ounce of it in the Dixie cup, and everybody takes their little shot of Ningxia Red, and that's how we promote our well-being and healthiness in the family. And then again, you also might want to try the Digize on your stomach next time you have a stomach ache, and then your Thieves Cleaner. So if I did not give you one of these bottles already, let me know and I'll get it to you, and you'll be able to clean anything in your house. It's literally can clean anything. So anyway, that's what I was gonna say. Again, definitely try to do a monthly order because you get so much back and you get so many rewards. Let me know if you need help signing that up. If you haven't logged into your online account, also let me know if you need help with that. You can message me, text me, whatever you need to do. And again, I hope you enjoy your oils and let me know. Thanks. Bye.